Hey guys, Break here, and welcome to day 12 of the Shadowlands Gold Cap Challenge. We're going to start the day off with a big mailbox opening, and then we're going to do some profession stuff and some flipping and a load of other stuff. So in the first lot of mail we have 1.1 million. We'll just look here, we have about 1.1, 1.2, so we'll see what we get at the end. But lots of stuff sold, all my armor kits sold again. Those things are just printing gold at the moment. All my drums sold again, those things are just printing gold too. And then loads of my Tome of Illusions and everything else like that has been selling very nicely indeed. Then of course all the Darkmoon decks from before. Funny thing is the Darkmoon decks are all now way more expensive. I don't know if they've just been reset or I don't know what's happened, but they're all selling for a lot more than they were, so I might actually craft some more cards. Even though I thought I was done with my card crafting, but you know, people just want to put decks for so cheap, then it's just, you know, a way of printing gold. As we open up more mail, 600k in this lot, a few of the legendary items, a load more Darkmoon decks, a load more enchants and armor kits as well, which is all very nice to see. Then another 400k. It's going to take us to over 3 million, which is nice. Lots and lots of different stuff. Mostly the enchants, and then a few random bits and bobs. Anyway, time to do my crafting. I bought 600k worth of Death Blossom, I bought 200k worth of Nightshade, and I'm going to see what we can make. I can't believe I'm doing this again. I swore to myself I wouldn't do it again, but it looks as if it's really profitable again. If the decks can stay fairly consistent with that price, so hopefully we'll be able to make some gold. Okay, that was taking too long. What I'm actually going to do is some enchanting, and then I'll do my inscription later. Just going to buy out all my stuff, making a load more Tome of Illusions because they pretty much all sold out already, and then I will also make a few more of the, what are they called, leather thingies that I keep selling that I've forgotten the name of because I'm stupid. Heavy Desolate armor kits, that's the one. Heavy Desolate armor kits. They sell like crazy, particularly during raid time it seems, so I will keep on making them whilst they still make profit. Profit's gone down, but it's still like 150 gold profit per one. So if I sell 200, that's an easy 30k. Obviously we're not seeing the crazy things that we saw at the start of the expansion in terms of profits, but we've got to go slow and steady now, and that's fine. Some of them I still haven't sold all of, like the Shadow Pans I'm only making 2 of, but then the others I have sold all of. So I'm going to be making a lot of those. Okay, just finished my Darkmoon deck crafting and made about 450k if it all sold, so I spent 800k and the value is about 1.3 million, which is pretty good. Again, it's about that 50% margin, and hopefully if it can all sell for that, then I've made about 400k profit at least, which is awesome. Just going to do a bit of legendary crafting. There's not much at the moment that's profitable on my server, but I quite like the legendary because there's so many and there's so many different item levels. You can always just check the auction house, and usually there's a couple that are selling pretty well, and I like that. It gives you a little bit of something. So I'm going to make a couple of arm guards, and then I'm going to make one rank 3 leggings, and I'll show you why in a little bit. The rank 2 arm guards are going for about 70k, and they only cost about 30k or 25k to make, so that's a nice bit of profit. And then the leggings are going for about 100k, and they cost about 40-50k to make, so again, pretty good. Anyway, I thought I would try some different things with Inscription today, see if the missives are any profitable, and some of the other old world stuff, since we've had quite a bit of fortune selling some of those things. So I think what I'm first going to do is to try and make some missives. So I'm going to spend about 12k on Nightshade, and when I mass mill that, I get myself some nice tranquil pigments. Then I'm going to spend about 18k on Death Blossom. So that's about 900. Then I'm going to turn that all into inks and see what we can get. Okay, so when you just have the inks, it equals about 31k, so pretty much what we spent on them. So we can't make any real gold selling the inks themselves. However, selling the missives can be profitable. So I'm going to make 10 missives of haste, as they sell for the most on my server, along with versatility. I think that's because they use the most umbral ink. And there we go. So I made a variety of missives, which equals to 30k plus 3k plus 13k, which is 47k. So 50% margin. Pretty sure I could have bought the inks for similar price and avoided all of the effort it took to make the inks. But in terms of the actual missives themselves, it's fairly profitable stuff if they sell. So I'm going to send these over to my bank vault and try to see if we can make some gold from them. And there we go, we will finish the day crafting some of the glyphs that sell really well. They're very quick to sell, most of these, because they change your appearance. Also, certificate of ownership is useful for hunters. That sells really quick as well, so that's going to be something good. Not huge profits to be made here, but it's slow and steady, and that is what we are going for at the moment. And there we go. So I will send all this stuff over to my bank vault, and we still have about 3k worth of inks left, so I'll send them over as well, just to sell as the inks. And I'm going to be really interested to see how quickly these sell, because if they sell quick, then I've just found another great way of making gold with Inscription. Again, it is one of the best performing professions, this expansion by far. Anyway, let us finish off by opening up the mail. We're at 2.26 at the moment, and we have a fairly decent amount of stuff, so let's just open it up. I think this is the second mailbox opening this episode. So lots of tomes, all the Tome of Illusions. They always sell together, usually because the same person buys all of them, so that's always fun. One of my Umberhide treads sold for a nice profit, so the legendary items. A lot of Darkmoon decks have been selling really well, as you can see in the cards. Some of the legendary items selling okay again. So that was a 1.3 million gold mailbox. We're now at 3.6 million raw gold, with 1.5 million on the auction house and 20k incoming. Oh look, some of my glyphs and missives have sold already. That is good news. Still a couple of the expensive legendaries have been on the auction house for ages. A few more of the Darkmoon decks which need selling, and then a few other things. So hopefully we'll get at least another million or so, and by next episode we'll be above 4 million raw, closing in on the 5 million raw, and yeah, slowly making progress. Obviously things have died down since this first week when we made like 2-3 million gold, but we've got about 5 million overall, including stuff on the auction house, so we are slowly getting there. And maybe I'll do some more Darkmoon deck crafting later. That usually gets me a 200 or 300k up, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hope your gold making is all going good, and until next time, see ya.